Hi, first graders. Today, during writing workshop, you are going to be choosing a story to publish. I think many of you already picked the story that you'll be working on last week, Friday. So today, you're going to make that story amazing. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure that your letters are written neatly with one finger space between each word. I took this little Pete the Cat reminder right off of our chart on the wall to remind you to do this work today. So make sure that you have spaces between each word. Look what else Pete did. He started with an uppercase and ended with a period. I want to make sure that you do that same work on your writing. If you don't end with a period, if it's a question sentence, you'll end with a question mark. Or if it's a sentence where you are saying it with lots of excitement, you'll end with an exclamation point. But you need punctuation at the end of your sentences. Make sure you do this work today. Boys and girls, this one just reminds you about that capital letter at the beginning of each sentence. This is really tricky for kids. So you're going to want to do your best to look at each sentence. Did you start each sentence with a capital letter and then end each sentence with a period or a question mark or an exclamation point? Then the very next letter you write, because you'll be starting a new sentence, would have an uppercase again at the beginning. Every time you start a new sentence, you need to start with an uppercase letter. That's hard for kids to remember. So you're really going to want to check over your work to make sure you did that. The other thing, boys and girls, is you're going to be stretching out your sounds as best you can today. Get out your choppers. You know that each syllable in a word uses a vowel, so make sure you're using vowels in your writing today. And then make sure that you spell all of your word wall words correctly. That's important when we're publishing. So you're going to want to look through your writing very carefully and look for any of your sight words and make sure that you've used our word wall or your tip sheet in your binder to make sure that every single sight word is spelled correctly. Once you've done this work, you've checked for capitals and periods, you've had spaces between your words, your letters are on the line, you've stretched out the sounds as best you can, and you've looked for your sight words, then you can color your pages. You can add more to the pictures. When you're ready and you think your work is amazing and you've checked for these things, then you can bring your work to me. I'll take some pictures of it and you can start building your My Story. Your first page in My Story will be your cover, and the first page is where you just decorate a cover, right? You're not taking any pictures of your work on the first page. Then pages 2, 3, and 4, that's when it's going to be your story. Your first page of your story, your next page, and then your last page. Okay, writers, you can do this work. Now, one more thing. When you're all done today, I want you to show me your favorite page and then talk about what you did to make it better. So you'll actually take a picture at the end of writing workshop today and you'll show me what you did to make this work better. Like you could say, hey, Mrs. Doctor, I added a uppercase here. I added a period here. I stretched out this word better. I wrote my letters on the line. You can decide whatever you did to make your writing better. You'll show me that at the end of the workshop today. I'll remind you when it's time to take a picture. Okay, writers, are you ready? Me too. Do your best work, honor God with your best, and let's get to publishing.